Hey, I'm Curtis and welcome to the show. Today I'm in Petaluma, California at a beautiful spot. This is called Petaluma Bounty Farm.
The Bounty Farm at the Stonich site, an educational farm dedicated to sustainable agriculture and healthy Petaluma food system. This land was generously donated to Petaluma Bounty for 5 years by Godfried Stonich and family, and we are extremely grateful. Welcome to the Bounty Farm.
And I look forward to sharing this place and the wonderful human beings that work here on this episode and hopefully in future episodes of the Curtis Aikens Show. So let's meet the folks that run this place. Trick, right? Did I say that correct?
You said it correct.
And Trick, tell me about you and being here in Petaluma.
So I actually just moved here 3 or 4 months ago from Philadelphia.
3 years? 3
Months.
years? 3 months. Okay.
And I was looking for a farm manager position in the Bay Area just because it's kind of perfect weather, perfect for farming. I was doing urban farming in Philly, and I was looking for something kind of in the city, and Petaluma Bounty is an urban farm. It's a little less urban than Philly, but it's still surrounded by the city and really cool folks. So
I love that. Okay, quick question now. Here in the Bay Area, we don't like when people say Frisco.
Okay.
However, Philly, it's cool, right?
Oh, Philly? Like saying Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, everyone says Philly.
Everybody says
You
Philly,
don't say
right?
Philadelphia.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
a mouthful.
That's my other question comes to mind quickly before we get back to the farming is tell us about cheesesteaks. Is that something, or are you vegetarian, or do you have...
I am vegetarian, but when I was there, my cheat was always a cheesesteak. And the secret is you have to go to a corner store because you'll get a $5 cheesesteak that's huge. And if you go to Geno's or whatever, you're going to get that same cheesesteak for like $15.
Dang! Everyone, it's me, Curtis, with my new friend,
Maria.
Now, I love this garden, Maria. Can you tell me a little bit about this place that we're standing in?
Yeah, so Petaluma Bounty has been here for like 10, 15 years.
Wow,
and
okay.
It's in partnership with the Petaluma People Services Center.
Petaluma People's Service Center.
Center. Yes.
That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
Let's try that 5 times, jump up, turn around, and do it again. Okay, so how long have you been working with him, Maria?
I started last Monday. So
Really? We have a newbie on the scene. So
Yes.
far, what's your take?
I love it. It's a ton of
Yeah?
fun.
So tell me, it's Saturday, July.
2nd.
Wow.
I know. It's my dad's birthday. That's the only reason I know that.
Happy birthday, Pops. What's his name?
Dennis.
Shout out to Dennis.
Dennis the Menace. That's what we call him.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Now, is he here in Petaluma? Or
No, he's in Virginia. That's where I'm from.
what part of Virginia?
Southwest Virginia. And you're like Blacksburg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone. And the third member of the crew, her name is?
Rainy.
Hey, Rainy. And what is this we're doing right here?
Right now we are fertilizing the summer squash.
Fertilizing the summer squash.
Yeah.
Okay. I will talk with you a little later, okay, Rainy?
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. They need volunteers. They need weed suppressants. So this straw that I'm sitting on, a good friend of mine donated it, and I'm so proud of them. So if you want to help your community, help those who are less fortunate than we, think about checking out the Petaluma Bounty Farm. PetalumaBounty.com. They're also on Facebook, Instagram. Did I say .com? It's .org. PetalumaBounty.org, O-R-G. And if you like seeing butterflies, there are a lot of them around here. All right, y'all, let's get to the show. Gonna meet these incredible human beings that work this farm. Peace. Spread love.
Alright, Petalumians, we are setting out our drip tape. So with each row we're putting 2 lines. We're going to plant peppers here, and you can do 2 peppers on either side of the row all the way down. And I'm just making sure that they're nice and straight and that they're not going to pop up. Luckily these are new pieces of drip tape, so you don't have to worry too much about holes, which is a pleasure, but we do reuse our drip tape. This is just the field we set. These 4 or 5 beds will be peppers, and then eggplant, and then maybe potatoes. I haven't figured it out yet. But we got one bed done. So we have 1 field, 2 fields, and 3 fields left to go after that. So we could use your help.
You are the social media expert?
I'm the engagement and education coordinator, and then the farmers market ambassador coordinator.
Whoa. Do that again.
So it's a mouthful also. Education and engagement coordinator,
Okay.
and then the farmers market ambassador coordinator.
So you go to all the farmers markets locally and
Eventually, yeah, I just started. That's like a brand new grant Petaluma Bounty just got. But our goal is
Fantastic.
to make farmers markets more like welcoming and make people feel like they know what to do when they get there too. So we're going to be in charge of hiring some ambassadors. That's jobs are to like welcome people, help them navigate, and if they have like CalFresh or what do you call them, food stamps,
yes.
to know how to use those and make sure farmers all know how to accept them, so that
It's called EBT now. Right?
Yes, that's what it is. There's like
we,
6
we
names
kind
for
of
it.
changed that name. I'm big into not shaming anyone. You know?
exactly.
So the idea is that beautiful EBT card is just like a credit card. You use it, so we got to feed folks.
Exactly.
So welcome to town. Now I'm going to meet some folks out. Today is Saturday, Volunteer Day, right?
Exactly.
So we're going to send this big shout out again to happy birthday, Dennis the Menace, back in VA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still in Virginia.
So tell me what we're looking for, at not only as an engagement, when we want people to come to the farm. What do we need to grow the bounty?
A lot of hands, a lot of patience, and a lot of time.
Okay.
So like right now we're doing, especially because it's Saturday, so it's market day. So we go to the Petaluma Farmers Market from 2 to 5. So Saturday is your big harvest day. So we harvested strawberries, garlic, sorry, I don't think what's back there, zucchini, peaches. So that's a lot of Saturday, is just getting all the veggies and fruits off the...
No. I was just saying off to the markets.
That
cool.
way.
We're way cool here. So I'm digging the heck out of this, Maria.
Okay.
So, yeah. So we're loading up, getting ready to go to the farmers market. We'll be there from 2 to
5 p.m.
5 p.m. So, be too late to get you to come out today, but come out next Saturday and the Saturday after that.
And I'll give we have a push. We have our on-farm market starting July 13th on Wednesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. So you can come here and get your veggies and also peek at the actual farm and kind of take a stroll around.
And put some hands to work. We need help pulling weeds.
Weeds, that's like the biggest thing right now. It's just endless leading, which now that we have straw, we'll have time for other things too.
Fantastic. All right, y'all. Everybody, this is Marie. Check her out on the website, Instagram, what all the stuff we want to go to.
All the things.
Can you give us the sites?
If you Google Petaluma Bounty, the website will pop up.
I'll find them and I'll drop them in the captions. Okay, y'all. Maria, I'm going to meet some more great folks at the Bounty. High five it. And I like to end my segments, but spread love. It's always about spreading love. Okay. So
We'll say spread love.
Spread love. That's it. Boom
Love it.
shakalaka. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.
Part of it is just that. It's beautiful. I love getting in the dirt and doing things that clear my mind, and gardening is one of those things. It's very therapeutic. And I love the idea of producing food for people that need it, and meeting some great people out here. Some young people give me energy, so here I am.
I love it. So, do you live here in Petaluma?
I live here part-time. My main home is in Half Moon Bay on the coast, so that's another reason I actually get some sunshine out here during the summer, which I can't not get on the coast. So it's just wonderful. It provides everything.
Julie, I'm getting a little emotional thinking about what you just said, because I'm a bleeding heart as well. You know, if it's okay to say that to you.
Sure.
So we're going to ask folks to come join us out here. What would you say to someone? Let's encourage folks to come volunteer to help with this beautiful farm.
I would say that if,
Repeat that for me?
I would say that to encourage other people to come and work at this beautiful farm out here, Petaluma Bounty, is if you have a passion for wanting to help your community, but you also don't want to be sitting behind a computer or a desk, and you want to get your fingers dirty, your fingernails dirty, and you don't mind doing that, that this is a perfect opportunity, because you have a wonderful support staff here. You have a wonderful farmer and Trick that guides you, and Trick's staff as well. And it is just a wonderful way to give back to the community, is with food, with providing sustenance and nutrition.
I love it. Thank you so much, Julie.
You're very welcome, Curtis. Thank you for asking.
Sunflowers cause me to smile. So does Rainey, the farm assistant at Petaluma Bounty. Listen to some more of her story.
Hi, I'm Rainey. I'm the new farm assistant for Petaluma Bounty. I got here on Friday, started working, went to the farmer's market on Saturday. I want to learn more about food sustainability and how to grow healthy food, so to make healthy people. I am also a registered nurse, and I've seen how food can affect people's health, and I want to be part of the change to prevent chronic illnesses. My favorite food is my mom's homemade lentil soup.
And why?
Because it tastes really yummy, and she makes it when I come home to
So
visit.
Petaluma Bounty's mission really resonates with my morals, and is part of the reason that I'm here, is that we try to feed our community. So our number one goal here is to make fresh food accessible. A lot of cities, especially on the East Coast, there's no farms anywhere. It's like an hour or two away, and it's really hard to get that fresh produce, and it's expensive. Part of what we did for our community is that we accept EBT, we accept food stamps, so you can buy our produce, but we also made it so that all farmers markets in Sonoma County accept EBT. And so if you go to a farmer's market here or Santa Rosa, you can actually get a market match. So you can spend $10 of your EBT, and then you get back $10 of like little fake monies that you can spend at the farmer's market.
I love that. Okay, so we're standing in the field here. Now tell me what is growing around our feet.
I would love to. So we've got some beautiful cucumbers here. I am letting my purslane take over so that this cucumber was not looking so good.
No,
That's
we lost
okay.
one.
That's okay. This guy will extend for sure. And if you see, we've even got a little tiny cute babies.
I love it.
Hello, everybody.
Look at you, Mr. Madam Cuke. Now, behind us, I saw you harvesting a little earlier some dill. Tell me about this.
So we've got dill here and nasturtium. Dill and nasturtium planted here to detract from the aphids and cucumber bees. Volunteer days, please come volunteer. There's so much weeding, but I'll give you other fun things to do, I promise.
Okay.
On Wednesdays from 9 to noon, and Thursdays from 3 to 7, and Saturdays from 9 to noon as well.
Fantastic. Now, behind us, I see some beautiful vegetables.
Yes, we've got some summer squash.
Ooh, gorgeous zucchini.
And planted some beans in here as well.
I love it, Trick. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
After only being here for 3 months?
3 months.
I love it.
Oh, I got to show you the peppers while you're here.
Please, peppers.
The peppers are looking so beautiful. So we've got some eggplant, and peppers like to grow next to each other because they're both part of the same family.
Yeah, the nightshade family.
We've actually got a volunteer collard right here that I did not plant, but we'll keep them there for fun.
I'll teach you how to cook those, okay?
Okay.
So our peppers, we've got jalapenos, and we've got
all types of different spicy peppers. Jalapenos, Hungarian hot wax.
Wow. Look at that, those are beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Are we taking these to the market today as well, Trick?
We are taking some of them. The ones that are ripe, actually. I'm glad you brought me over here because I found 2 more.
I love it. And the eggplant, these look like either Japanese or Chinese.
Nagasaki.
Nagasaki, so that's the Japanese, huh?
And there's another one.
I must share with you, I thoroughly enjoyed my day at the farm last Saturday, July 2nd. And I love those beautiful artichokes that they've allowed to go to flowers. And you see how many bees show up. The apricots are just wonderful, super sweet. Not sure how long they're going to be having them available at the market. So if you get a chance, run by and pick some up, either at one of the Sonoma County farmers markets or the Wednesday market at the Bounty Farm itself. This is me doing my Charlie Chaplin impression. I'm speaking to someone that's driving out. Now coming up, you're going to see Trick and their staff loading up to head out to the farmer's market. Here it is right here. And the Bounty Market does this incredibly wonderful campaign called Faces of the Market. I'm going to share that with you, and I do have the permission of the folks at Petaluma Bounty Farm. Remember, check them out on all their social media places, petaluma.org, petalumabountyfarms.org, and help out if you can. It's always about spreading love, peace, and spread love.
People, food, and traditions present in our farmers markets today. Faces of the Market is a values-based campaign from the Farmers Market Life Collaborative, Petaluma Bounty, and Page Green Photography. It features everyday farmers market customers, vendors, farmers, or market staff at one of our local member markets. These are the faces of our Sonoma County farmers markets.
We are the face of the farmers market.
On the face of the farmers market. We're the face of the market.
Soy la cara del mercado.
We are face of the farmer market.
Hi, I'm the face of the market. I'm the face of the market.
I'm the face of the market.
I'm the face of the farmers market.
The farmers markets that make up the Life Collaborative include Healdsburg, Sebastopol, Santa Rosa Original, Santa Rosa Vets, The Springs, Roanoke Park, Cotati, Petaluma Eastside, Petaluma Walnut Park, Novato, and Fairfax farmers markets. They meet monthly to discuss how to make farmers markets more equitable and inclusive spaces through community-engaged research with Petaluma Bounty, Sonoma County UC Cooperative Extension, the Center for Wellbeing, and UC's Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education Program. One crucial finding of our shared work is that representation matters. From an individual seeing herself centered in outreach materials to an organization prioritizing diversity as an overarching value. By reflecting the existing diversity of our farmers markets, we hope to cultivate even more through relationship building, focus groups, and community-informed research. That is the impetus for the Faces of the Market campaign. Representation matters and should not be overlooked, but it is only the first step toward a much longer journey of understanding the effects of and addressing the cultural, structural, and operational barriers to greater participation of all community members at farmers markets. Join us in celebrating our dynamic farmers market community as we work collectively to make markets more inclusive, accessible, and thoughtful.
The content featured in this campaign was shot by Page Green Photography. It was paid in part by the County of Sonoma Community Investment Fund for Agricultural Promotion. All content was taken at Sonoma County farmers markets participating in Farmers Market Life and is owned by Petaluma Bounty. All maskless photos were taken pre-coronavirus.
I am the face of the market.
Soy una de las caras del mercado.
I'm just a trace of the face of the market.
I'm the face of the market.
Your community farmers market. All are welcome here.
Welcome to your community's farmers market.
Welcome to your community farmers market.
Welcome to your community farmers market.
Look at those strawberries, and I want to sing the John Lennon song, Strawberry Fields Forever, so badly, right? And we've got tomatoes here. And I always think of the Junior Walker and the All-Star song. We're going to dig potatoes, pick tomatoes here at the Bounty Garden. So if you want to give back to the community, think about coming out here and volunteering. Volunteer days are Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. I hope I have those correct. I'll ask my new friend Trick if I got those dates correctly, okay? So, as always, spread love, spread love, spread love. And one way we can spread love is by helping people who are less fortunate than we, and that's by getting them some good, fresh food. All right, y'all. Hey, it's me, Curtis. Welcome to my kitchen. I've got a tomato soup for you tonight. It's so easy. There's just a few ingredients. Let's get to work. This soup is absolutely fabulous. It's just 3 ingredients and seasoning. I've got an onion, butter, and tomatoes. Now, these are my gorgeous tomatoes from the summer that I've just simply froze. Washed and frozen in a plastic bag. I've allowed them to thaw out today. We're going to make our tomato soup. And then pepper, salt. Of course, I'm going to grind those up. And then oregano. That's all the seasoning you will need. Just going to slice my onion. the most difficult part of the soup may be just the prep of the onions, because what we're going to do now is add our butter and allow it to melt. Pan. Now this is an ode to my mother, who we lost a few months ago. Mama, I love you so much. She would always take a paring knife, and the way she would slice butter into a pan, it just, you know, I don't know, I'm about to cry just thinking about her, those beautiful things she did. And as a kid growing up, I didn't even, didn't give it a second thought. Now, whenever I cook, I think about the way Mom would do it. And this is one of those little loving moments of hers. Now, there's some safety in this. I don't want you doing this at home, kids especially. See how I kind of break it off before I put it in there, just so I don't cut my hand. Also, you can feel towards get to the bottom of that. We're just going to place all this butter in the bottom there and allow it to melt. And we're going to cook our onions. My mother was so good with the paring knife. And years later, I was doing a show with Jacques Papin in Honolulu. We were doing this thing where the my mama, everyone, I love you so much, Largo. Mainland chefs were competing against the island chefs. And of course, Jacques, we elected as our captain. And one of the questions someone posed to Jacques was, on a desert island, you had to have one utensil, what would it be? And he said a paring knife. And I just thought about that as I was sharing with you my mom's story of how she loved working with a paring knife. Okay, so you see how the butter is melting, the pan is nice and hot. I'm going to lower the temperature on this just ever so slightly. And if you notice when I was slicing the onions, I just tried to keep them uniform. And we're going to break all those rings. I cut it in half. I'm just going to put them all in there. And I want you to take your time here and just cook these onions thoroughly. 15, 20 minutes, that's okay. We really want the onions to cook down because this is going to be the huge part of the flavor to our soup, that butter and onion. And when we caramelize these onions, we're bringing out all that sweetness. So we'll come back when these have cooked a little longer. I'm not sure if you can hear the onions cooking over there. While they are, I'm going to show you a little trick here. Now, as I said earlier, these are tomatoes from this summer. And I've allowed them to thaw out this afternoon. And this is one of the beautiful things about frozen tomatoes. You see all that beautiful tomato nectar. This is a quick way of peeling tomatoes. You see that? After they've frozen, you can just pull those skins right off like little zippers. Look at that. I'll take all those off before we make our tomato soup, before we add them to the pot. And let me clean this mess up while we are cooking our onions. Wow, those onions, oh, they smell so good. If they only had smell-o-vision. I think I'll send Tim Cook a letter and say, hey, Tim, I love my Apple phone, my watch, my iPad, because I record all my stuff on it. Can we create smell-o-vision? Hey, well, yeah, Curtis, right. Okay, so now look how the onions, I've let them cook down. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you're not worried about your weight, go ahead and add a little more butter in there. That's fine. However, if you're like me, one stick should do it, okay? Now, we are ready for our tomatoes. And again, I'm trying not to make a mess in the house. Those of you that have been watching the National Championship, you see it's a great game tonight. 14-21, Alabama's up right now. Now look at those tomatoes. I've gone ahead and removed as many of the skins as I could. We want all that nice juice from the tomatoes in there. And I'm going to just simply pour those in. And don't worry if there's still some tomato skins left. Remember, it's a good source of fiber. You can also just take them out. We're going to let this cook, bring this to a boil. Then I'm going to lower it and simmer it for about 25 to 30 minutes. So this is great. Now, when it's done, you can either puree it or just serve it chunky style. Isn't that beautiful? Let's raise this heat just a bit. And we're not going to add any seasoning until it's done. Well, I'm going to add the oregano. I take that back. I'm going to add the oregano, and then I'll check for salt and pepper before serving. And I've got about a tablespoon of dry oregano. Summertime, of course, I'll be using my fresh oregano from the garden. I look forward to showing you all the new garden that we going to have this summer. Lisa and I, we've spent the winter, what a winter it's been, with work in the house and work in the garden. We'll come back in a few minutes after this is cooked down. We'll give it our first test for taste. Peace. Okay, I've lowered the soup and I'm allowed to simmer. Looking really nice. We'll give it a taste for test. Should I say taste for test? Yeah, test for taste. Wow, the soup is just absolutely beautiful. I'm going to serve it up because that national championship game is getting really good. Touchdowns all over the place. And I want to go watch it. I think Lisa's getting hungry. Isn't that beautiful? I did not puree this up. You could, if you want, just go ahead and puree it. However, tonight I think I want to feature those onions, those beautiful caramelized onions in there. And only thing left now to do is to take a big taste. Ooh, soup is ready. It's a winter night. National championship's going. Oh, it smells so good. Salt and pepper to taste. And what we mean by that is you taste it. If it needs more salt and pepper, go ahead and add it. This seems to be perfect though. So the grilled cheese, I gotta whip that up. Call Lisa, she's in the back watching PBS. And we're gonna have some tomato soup, tomato basil soup. In the summertime, I'd add a little more basil. So tonight's really tomato and oregano soup. It's absolutely fabulous. Bon appetit. That's so good.